All right, welcome to today's edition of Little Talks with Psalmdavid, and right on the show with me, guess who? Highly anticipated, Mario Slim. Man, it's good to have you today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's Mario Singh, actually.
Sorry, it's Mario Slim.
I don't want to be Slim anymore.
Actually, I used to know him as Mario Slim, and then now I know him as Mario Singh. And actually, talking about Mario Singhs, this guy can sing. You need to hear this guy sing. I mean, sometimes I wonder whether there is something else in his throat that makes the beautiful sound come out. Yeah, it's good to have you on board today.
Thank you.
I always look forward to having you on this show. Talk about, because I know that I've known you to be a very, very disciplined, spiritual person. I mean, you tend to have this nature. You know, people can always cannot assume you until they come close to you. It's like, is this guy a Christian? Is this guy born again? But when they come close to you, you now speak, and I'm like, wow, this guy is loaded. So let's have you on the show today. I'm really happy to have you today.
Thanks for having me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mario Singh.
Yeah.
I'm a singer, songwriter. I'm a model. I'm a graphic designer.
Wow.
And I'm a Christian. Anything like that. I love God. I love him so much.
Yeah. That's the important part. I'm a Christian. That's humility right there. So I was saying, tell us, how has it been? I mean, working with your design self, your music self, your model self. I mean, this all parts of you. How do you work with all this? Okay,
so you know, if you live in Nigeria, you need to have that gift of multitasking.
Yeah,
you know? Like when I started out, I didn't start out as a singer. Although I knew I could sing, but I started out as a graphic designer.
Wow. Okay.
You know, I was in my room one day. Then I was squatting in the church office.
Wow.
So I was in the church office one day. So I got myself a laptop, and through the salary I was receiving then, I saved up and I got myself a laptop. The main intent of that laptop was to, you know, entertain myself with movies and all, you know, just to keep, you know. Someone walked in one beautiful evening. I won't forget Gideon, a friend of mine, Gideon.
Okay.
He's a pastor now, actually.
Wow.
Pastor Gideon, he walked in then, and he told me something. He said something. He said it in pidgin. He said, your people, they use laptop, they make money. You carry the laptop, they use to watch people where they make money.
Wow.
Like I was watching movies, you know. Those people are already, they made it already, and I'm here watching them. Instead of me to think of something to make out of this laptop. I mean, so it got me thinking. I was like, wow, this is deep, man.
Wow.
How do I go about it? So that was where I ventured into graphic design. And I started out. It was cool, you know, because the church, King's Heritage.
Yeah.
Shout out to King's Heritage, my church. Pastor Lawrence, my father.
Wow.
I celebrate you, sir.
Wow.
I mean, then ticket, there was a platform already for me to, you know, explore. You know, there were programs coming in. I can remember then was the Next Dimension program, Bishop Mike Okonkwo, and the Unleashed conference by Pastor Paul Adefarasi.
Yeah.
So then, we were coming up with designs, you know, concepts. It was a very interesting experience. Wow. Let me not say challenging. It was very interesting experience for me. Started out designing and cut the long story short, I am a professional graphic designer now.
Wow.
So the singing aspect of me, I've always known I'm gonna be a singer.
Okay.
I mean, anything that has to do with art is me. I'm art personified. Like when I said I was a good dancer then.
Okay.
And I could draw.
Wow.
Then I mean anything that has to do with art, I just find it easy for me. You know, so but music was the very thing that stopped, you know. But because I was very shy and timid then, I couldn't. And the environment I grew up in, my dad was all this holy, deeper life kind of. None of my sons will sing. They are want to be packing women, doing all these things. They are wayward singers and wayward, So it was dead on arrival.
Wow.
So I couldn't do much with music. As a matter of fact, the first time I handled a mic, have the experience of holding a mic I was 19 years old.
Wow.
Then the first time I started singing, that was just 2013 when I came to TKH,
Wow.
the King's Heritage, my church.
Wow.
They gave me the opportunity to join the choir. I was so shy. I was very shy, but I needed to develop my singing. Singing is part of me. So I joined the choir. One Sunday morning, pastor just said, he said, if you know you want to join the choir, you want to... I raised my hand, and to cut the long story short,
here you are today.
I'm a professional singer.
Wow.
I work with the best band, vintage band.
Wow. That's that's some real testimony right there. I mean, just imagine that process. I mean, many people will always think it's going to fall on their laps. But from what you just said, there's been a lot of hard work put in.
Sleepless nights. Sleepless nights.
Wow.
Part of graphic design, I had to, at some point, I used to pick up flyers on the ground. When I'm walking, I see some flyers on the ground, like on the floor. I pick them up and try to replicate it on my system. It's a learning process too. So I try to, copy whatever design I see on billboard, flyers on the floor. So I just try to add my own creativity to it to make it unique.
Mario sings. You see, right now, the world needs this kind of inspiration, because I've talked to a lot of young guys, and what I've learned is that many young guys think that you just arrive at greatness. Today, we watch you on TV, we see you on different shows performing, we see your graphic works on billboards, and you just begin to wonder, how did this come up? Now, if you do not share this story with us, we will not know that this was the process you had to really undergo. So people that think that this is actually, wake up in the morning and find yourself exactly where you want to be, they need to learn a lot from you. So what do you have to tell them? People that actually think that these things just happen.
There's a scripture in the Bible that says, I will interpret it with my own, words. Anybody that wants to build a skyscraper, should sit down first and count the cost. Whatever it is you want to build, sit down and count the cost. And that is what it is. You want to venture into any career path, you need to sit down first, count the cost. Okay. Do you have to read books? Do you have to go back to school? Do you have to, take some courses? Do you have to burn candles? Just count the cost. And am I ready to start and finish? Some people start, they don't finish. So the most important thing is consistency. Try to learn in, progressive learning. Try to learn and, see the end from the beginning. Have the end in mind. Once you have the end in mind, there was a place in the Bible that said, for the cross.
Yes, Jesus endured the cross.
The cross.
For the joy set ahead.
For the joy set ahead.
Yeah.
The end was in his mind. It's okay.
Exactly. The end was in his mind.
The end is actually the goal. Right? So I don't care whatever challenges is on the way. So that's the spirit. I want to have this. I want to be a great graphic designer. I want to be a great singer. I want my name to be an household name. So these are the steps you need to take. Look out for the challenges and the process, what it will cost, and try as much as be determined to, get this process. And at the end of the day, you will see that you come out victorious. Wow,
you really inspired me this afternoon, because several times I encounter people that maybe have made it in the music industry, and you just find out that some of them they can't even tell you that they have other things that they do.
Oh.
You know, they don't have other things that they do that, you know, complements their music life. But for you, art has become part of your life. That means you have a skill outside music.
Yeah.
You know, unlike most musicians who just know, well, I'm a musician and, you know, that's what they know how to do. They go on stage and they perform and that's what they know how to do. But you have other things that you do and you manage them successfully. So now, what was your upbringing like, and how did it contribute in this disciplined you that I see today?
Okay, first of all, I grew up in a very, you know, in a Christian home, humble background. Wow. My dad was an elder in the church. My mom was, let me use the word deaconess.
Wow.
Yeah, so from a Christian background, I grew up, siblings, I have 7 siblings.
Wow.
Plus me 8. So we are like 7 boys, 1 girl. I'm the last boy.
Wow.
So the girl is the last born and the other girl.
Wow.
I guess my mom was looking for a girl.
Okay,
that was why she had so many boys. So like I said, I came from a very humble background. You know, we didn't have the privileges that all those other kids enjoy. So from then I said, man, I will have to work hard to enjoy these privileges. The basic privilege of eating 3 times a day.
Wow.
Having to, you know, make everybody happy around me. Not, you know, toiling too hard to get peanuts. No. Like, you know, making my family name proud. You know, when you mention the Adele case now, what comes to mind? Davido.
Yeah.
You mentioned a Dangote.
Yeah.
You mentioned a Fela. You know. So that's just the case. I want it to be a situation whereby when you mention my name, my surname, my family name, you know, Mario Sings comes to mind.
Wow.
You know? So that's it. So I decided on my own that no, I don't want to go through what my parents went through. So I want to design a different path for myself. You know. So I started out the process and definitely I involved God in it.
Wow, wow.
That's the most important thing.
The most important thing right there, yes.
You know, he sees the end from the beginning. You don't see the end. You don't know what's there in the future. But you trust in God who knows the end from the beginning.
Wow.
So you put all your faith in him and, you know, do the work.
Way. Yes. Wow, wow,
so,
wow.
I want to be a guy that, you know, when you mention my family name, I come to mind.
Wow.
You know, I want to be able to make everybody around me happy. Not literally, like, it's not possible for you to make everybody around you happy,
of course.
But
at least
but people should be proud of me. People should be, you know, people should be proud of, you know, having me as a brother.
As a brother.
Say, it's my brother. Do you know Mario? It's my brother. It's my brother. So if you're not successful, they won't be proud of you. So
yes.
And at the end of the day, you know, make God proud also.
Exactly. Yeah, that's actually the most important part of this trying to make people proud thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Mario Sings, your story is your story is quite emotional, and what is driving you? No wonder you have this discipline. Yeah, no wonder you have, because I mean, looking at your story now, you already have what is driving you.
Yeah.
So you don't want to disappoint the world, and I can assure you that the world is waiting for you, because the sky is just your beginning.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
All right, so there's this controversy about your person. Let's really go into that, because that's been the issue.
Okay.
So is Mario Sings a gospel artist or is he a secular artist? We want to answer that question today. So, I mean, I know you do music. And
all right.
I know you sing in church. You are a wonderful person on the gospel stage. You are also a wonderful person when it comes to, you know, managing singers. I've seen you manage singers. Yeah. But, you know, there's this controversy about, so where do you belong? So I want to ask you that question today, straight to your face. Where do you belong?
Okay, now let me not ask
Exactly.
the audience. Let me ask everybody the question. So if Solomon was to be a gospel artist, because Solomon actually wrote the book of Lamentation, Ecclesiastes, Proverbs, and Songs of Solomon.
Yeah.
Songs of Solomon was literally all about love, romance, and all of that. Lamentation, Proverbs, wisdom, Ecclesiastes, wisdom.
Yeah. Yes.
So one person wrote all this based on his mood and the inspiration he got at that particular time he was writing. So I would say that my music is based on what I feel, my expression, no, my mood, and I express what I feel at that time. So for example, I want to, reminisce on God's love, how far God has brought me, talking about, where I was then and now, and I want to just thank Him. I write a song about the love of God and, all of that. Oh, at some point, I when I fell in love, let me just say, when you fall in love, at some point, as a guy, as a man, as a woman, you fall in love.
Yeah.
So you try to express yourself like, okay, man, this lady is beautiful. She's this, she's that, she's that. And believe you me, I don't know why people don't like saying this. Well, as a man, you move by what you see.
Exactly, you move by what you see.
It is only God that searches
the heart.
We men, we look at
what you see.
If you're the one if you're the guy that likes light-skinned girls, ladies, you see a light-skinned lady and you're fascinated. You see a dark-skinned lady, you're fascinated. If you're the one that likes gap teeth and is it gap teeth?
Yeah, it's gap teeth.
Gap tooth.
Anyone.
You want to get hold for teeth. Or you like the curvy ones. That's it. You're fascinated. So that was, I can be in that mood. Like, okay, there's this girl I met today. I want to marry her.
Yeah.
I'm in love with her already. From what I saw, I'm expressing myself.
Yeah.
From what I saw. So I sing about love. So sometimes I sing about wisdom. Sometimes I think about what is happening in the country that we are. We all know. It's obvious. We all know that we are in a very challenging time
right now. Yes,
in the country. So, as a singer, like the other day, I went to get something just. I won't mention the inflation in the country now is
it's too high.
It's on another level. So with that in mind, you just sing, you just express yourself. You know how to sing, so
use your music to speak out. Yeah.
So I won't say. Gospel artists, they always sing about worship, and it's good, it's beautiful. I would say I won't say I'm a gospel artist or a secular artist. I'm a singer.
Yeah.
I'm a singer.
You're a singer.
Yeah, I'm a singer. I sing beautiful music. I bless people with music.
Yeah.
I bless my audience with music. Be it love, gospel, anything.
I read a book some years ago.
Okay.
And the book is called Pop Goes the Gospel. Now, in that book, they were trying to explain to us the evolvement or the evolution of gospel music.
Okay.
How gospel music has evolved from certain stage to certain stage. And truly, I went back, historically found out that the gospel music we know in the medieval century and the ones we know in the 19th century and the ones we know now, they are different. They have become, they've been a blend of different flavors of sound in gospel music now. That is even hard to tell which songs are actually gospel music. Now, in those days, we always assume that gospel music are hymns, the hymns we see on hymn books and all that. Yeah. But today, you could hear somebody singing like Dorobuchi in the church. You can even hear people singing God the Wind in the church. Now, those songs may really not be talking about worship to God. But even the church itself is singing it. So in that book, I now learned that music is just a language to communicate to people.
Beautiful.
It doesn't matter what you're saying in that song, as long as you're not being abusive, vulgar,
yeah,
and all that, but you're actually sending a message to people, and people are taking that message. At that time, the message is the gospel. So that's why it is called the gospel song. It's not until you put Jesus and God in that song that it becomes a gospel song. I think I agree with you on that.
That's it.
So being called a singer really suits in your personality.
I'm a singer.
You're just a singer.
I'm a singer.
You're already a psalmist. Let me tease you.
I'm a singer. Sorry, guys. I'm a singer.
I'm a singer, man. All right, man. It's really wonderful to know that this is what you've chosen to be called. You're a singer, and it's perfectly beautiful.
I can entertain to it too.
You can entertain to it.
I entertain too.
Entertain. So. Okay. So how has your music life been? You know, since you started singing till now, what have been the hurdles, the ups and downs you experienced? You know, trying to carve out this image of Mario Sings.
Okay, first of all, like I told you, I started singing in church.
Yeah.
So I used to be a very timid guy, so I needed a church platform to start, you know, to put away that timidity, and you know, be able to face the crowd and minister.
Wow.
Again, what they call performance.
Performance. On stage.
So I joined the choir. I learned, you know, the rudiments of music, how to part, how to lead. So the different songs. There are times when we sing local songs, like indigenous songs, you know, and there are times when we sing contemporary songs, R&B, worship. So all those put together build, you know, my person, my music person. So church actually helped me. So when I started out, I was like, okay, after the church, I thought about this. So what next after church? Of course, I don't want to be in the church. I want to be out there. That was actually my dream. I want to be out there, singing, ministering. I don't just want to be, you know, be in the church.
Yeah.
I just don't. I want to sing in church too, but I just don't want it to be just church. I want to shut down the O2 arenas. I want to shut down Oklahoma, Atlanta, Georgia, you know, be on a Grammy stage.
Hallelujah,
you know,
brother.
And do those things. So I needed to go out.
Yeah.
And at that time, I also need money. You know, as a boy growing up, you need money. So I decided to join a band. That was the first challenge, a music band. When I joined, because I wasn't really strong as at then. I was learning, you know. Then I used to be a church guy, so the other world, you know, it was a different world altogether. So it was very challenging for me, you know. People looked down on me, you know. A lot of people who refuse to see the future, they look down the present.
Always. They always look down on you. I don't see the future.
I will work, I won't get paid.
Wow.
I mean, those things, you know, you have to like. I was living from hand to mouth. Wow. If there's anything like that.
There is, actually.
Yeah, right? Okay, so hand to mouth, you know.
Hand to mouth.
Just it was bad. It was a bad experience. So, but I decided to stick there to you know, learn their stuff, learn their music, learn their styles, learn their style of performance. Even though I wasn't getting paid, I was there for a year.
Wow.
It was a very challenging time for me. It was a trying time for me, you know. If there's anything like long suffering, what's the elder brother of long suffering again? Patient is a younger brother symbol of long suffering. So what's the elder brother of long suffering?
There's no elder brother, so long suffering is not suffering actually.
Let me see. The elder brother of long suffering. So it was very bad, you know. But you know, people looked down on me. My self-confidence was gone.
Wow.
My self-esteem was gone because of the words people were telling me.
Wow.
So when I left, I decided that, okay, I'm going to be here for a year. And when I learn some of the things I want to learn, I will move on. So after a year, I left. And I joined another band, a much bigger band.
Wow.
I went for the audition and I was picked. Wow. So that again boosts my confidence.
Your confidence.
Because I say, for this one are like, these people are like 100 times better than this one.
Yeah.
And they picked me. Right? That means I have something.
Yeah.
And that can give me hope, some rays of hope, you know. And I also learned from them. I mean, that was where I learned everything. And today I'm the lead singer there. I'm the major singer there.
Wow.
All to the glory of God. And
you see that hard work actually pays.
it took me years.
Yeah, hard work actually pays. This is exactly what we are trying to let people understand. Hard work actually pays, and not just hard work. The fear of God. The
fear of God. You'll be consistent. Consistency.
Yes. Okay, I'd like to share with us. Who is in the music industry? Who is your role model?
Wow, that's a very tough question because growing up, I listened to a lot of guys.
Okay.
I listened to a lot of guys. I'm more of an R&B guy.
Okay.
Obviously, I love R&B. R&B is my major. You know, if you're in music school and they say, "What's your major instrument?" Like you have major instruments.
Yeah,
you have other.
Exactly.
So R&B is like my major. It's my major. It's my first love.
Wow. You know.
Right now, I do pop, I do hip hop, I do all that, but R&B. So I listen to a lot of guys then growing up. Even if I wouldn't want to admit it, like it's a tough thing to admit. Yeah. But R. Kelly was one of the guys that that inspired me.
Wow.
When R. Kelly sings a worship song, you are lost in the spirit. Yes. When he sings an hip hop song, I mean, you were like, wow. When he sing pop, when he sing anything,
just one of, I mean,
R&B. R. Kelly is just the talent. It's quite unfortunate that what is going through today. But that's a story for another day. Then another person that inspired me is Neo.
Oh, Neo! Wow.
Neo.
Wow.
Then Michael Jackson. Another guy. Then in the gospel industry, I don't know because they are all. I'm more of an R&B guy.
Yeah.
If I see a sweet melody, it can be gospel or any song, but if the melody is sweet, I'm inspired. That's why I love R&B. And it's any soulful song, any soulful music.
Yeah.
There's one of the South African songs that I don't even understand the language, but I love them
because of the makeup.
Yeah, the makeup and the melody. But R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Genuine, Neo. I can't. These are the ones I remember. These are the ones that inspired me.
Wow.
Inspired my.
Wow. Yeah, I think the R&B element is so visible in your singing. At least I'm fortunate to have heard you sing a lot of times. And I can't tell the difference between you and most of the R&B singers that are notable in the world today, like R. Kelly. Yeah, there's this wonderful domineering factor. R&B is so strong.
I don't want to admit that, but
no, you are better. I had better admit it because I know that listen to you. I've listened to you several times, and there's the thing about you make a lot of music interesting. The way you sing them. I have an opportunity to be in some of your performances, both outside in church and a couple of other places I've seen you. And each time you pick up a song to sing, you make the song more interesting because of your riffs, they call it riffs and rhymes, right?
Yeah,
in the music industry.
Yeah.
Then because of your riffs and rhymes, the way you play with your voice, the way
my expression,
the way you express yourself, it now makes the song to have a different flavor from the original way the song was done. Like particular song I think you did was this song by Mike Abdul. Exactly. That song, the first time I heard it, I know normally Mike Abdul is very good singer.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's a very good song. I love the song. The makeup, the beat, everything was cool. But the day you sang it, when I was one of your performances, it sounded differently. I mean, it made more sense to me than the way it made sense to me when I had the original version of the song. So you have that ability to really express the song in a soulish way. Wonderful to have you
so much
on the show today so much. And so what's the plan? Do you have a current album project running? Do you have a song you have already?
Yeah. All right. Just keep your fingers crossed. I've been busy in the studio doing some stuff,
Yeah.
And pretty soon, you guys will will hear from me. Let me leave it like that. You guys will hear from me.
Yeah. You can't wait to get to listen to Mario Sing's songs.
Of course, I have Ayobamidele and Google.
Okay.
On all the platforms already. So
okay. So that means we currently have some songs.
Yeah.
I think the link will be on the show. Links already. Sorry, I think the link's already on the show. So you'd see the link to his platforms and get the song, or just all the platforms. Ayobamidele and
just type Ayobamidele by Mario Sings on Google.
On Google, and you see it. All right. So that's fantastic. So you get to listen to the wonderful man's song. I can't wait to actually listen to them.
Thank you.
All right. So to the viewers out there, this is Mario Sings, a wonderful Christian doing great things out there. This show is about unveiling some of the people that are doing good things out there who are Christians. It doesn't matter what they do, as long as they are inspiring people's lives and touching people's lives. You can see that his story is quite inspiring, it's quite encouraging, and he's actually a blessing. I mean, he's a blessing in all aspects of life. And that's why we'll be having him on this particular show. And we look forward to having more of you.
Thank you.
Because this show is not just about interviewing artists, no, it's about inspiring people. So every now and then we have a chat, discuss about what's happening, and find a way to encourage other people out there to see how they can find their way around life. So this is a chat, actually. It's not just an interview. So, and it's good to always have you on this chat.
Thank you.
Look forward to having you again over and over and over again. When your album comes out, or when you finally do your EP, we'll see have you again.
You guys will hear it.
You can tell us the story and all that, and inspire us for that. I'm really, really grateful for you to come around. Thank you so much, Mario Sings. So where can we follow? Where can we find you on?
All right, on Instagram at Mario Sings 1.
Okay.
That's Mario Sings, like the right spelling of Mario Sings.
Yeah.
MARIOSINGS 1.
Okay.
Mario Sings 1 on Instagram. Facebook, Mario Sings. And on Twitter, Mario Sings. That is Mario_Sings.
Okay.
MARIO_SINGZ.
Oh wow. Z ends that one.
Yeah, ends that one. And on TikTok, Mario Sings.
Wow. So in Mario Sings, you can see how everything is listed out. Follow Mario Sings. He has a whole lot to offer, not just musically. At least you've heard him talk. He's deep. He's not just a singer. He's a loaded singer. I guess you're going to, go miss when you follow him. All right, bring the show to a close. Look forward to seeing you again next week. This particular interview has come to an end today with Mario Sings, Little Talks with Psalmdavid. We will see you again some other time. Have a wonderful time. Stay blessed.